Hello, this is Krinstar, and today I'm playing around with VCVRACK2 because a couple new versions came out. 2.2 got released, and furthermore 2.2.1, which actually fixed the clap support for Bitwig. Um, as, uh, so I have it filtered by clap plugins, and VCVRACK2 is now showing up along with SurgeXT and YSFX. So you can use VCVRack in all of its glory when it comes to like polyphony here, and send the modulations through. And so I have a couple of them set up. As you can see, the release uh, thing here is going up and down as well as this. Those are being automated by these guys right here in polyphony mode. Which, to be honest, in playing around and experimentation, I can't really tell the difference. So I have something really probably annoying set up. And this is just demonstrate the modulation that's going through, or trying to test the polyphony modulation. So I have a track here that has a couple of chords in there, nothing major. And then I have the um, LFOs here going down to the knobs here, kind of this knob and this knob. So whatever's in VCVRack will show up here. One of the more annoying things about this is if you adjust something in VCVRack, it doesn't really show up um, here like it does to let you know which is the last knob. So you have to go hunting for it, and you say, okay, I want my sustain, and then you got a couple of sustain, so you got to mess with the sustain a bit to see which one it's messing with that isn't doing anything on the knob. So like you're left to guess which one you're playing around with. Okay, so there you go. That's a perfect example. When I was moving it here, the knob's not moving, see? But if I move it here, the knob's moving. So if I want to modulate it, so now it's moving. So that's kind of annoying. I think it's a growing pains bug for them to work it out, or if it's not been reported. But it's cool. If you don't know what VCVRack is a modular synthesizer of sorts that has a huge library of modules that you can add, mix, and route in between. It has add-ons like host. So basically, if I want to add a VST to this mix, and let's say I want to add the effects, so this goes into here. This is where the final output is. So I want it to go in, go here, go to out, and then I want to add, let's say, like Valhalla. Let me search for it. I got a lot of plugins. Or Supermassive. So as an example, you can see it's routing by cables. One of the coolest things about this, it's a very experimental style of sound. And recently, VCVRack added a whole bunch of new modules since the last time I even played with it. The phaser, the flanger, and the chorus. Well, other manufacturers or developers added these. They weren't built in the VCVRack. They are now. There's probably a couple of other good ones. There's a lot of them I don't recognize in here, and a lot of them I do. Uh, but with that, you can get a library, and all of these are add-ons. So and they're not only that, but there's a lot of them. Let me see if I can find it, but there is an actual direct emulation of the actual hardware modulation, or I mean modules. Um, yeah, give me a second. Good example is the seesaw macro oscillator. From the label in here is audible instruments. But if we switch over to Chrome and look in here, there's a mutable instruments braids that looks exactly the same. That's $25. So that is the actual hardware component, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of them. Um, that looks similar to the what's in VCVRACK. So that's pretty cool. You can get a chance to mess around with modular for like fractions of the cost. So some of these suckers can go for like $500 a piece, and it's kind of you have to be a sort of a electronic wizard to put them together, as I understand. I have not messed with it yet. Don't have the money to, nor the space in my house with my family to be able to afford one. So this is a really good way of getting me to play around with experimenting with modular synthesis in Bitwig. Let me set something up real quick. Okay, one of my favorite modules of this is the XFX Wave, which just recently got ported over to VCVRACK2. Among the features that I like about it is the PD, or phase distortion modulation. It allows you to mess with harmonics. It allows you to do different types of waves. I think it has like quite a few different waves. So if we want to do like a double sine. I think this is all, I just realized, because I have a tendency of putting this in one ear, that it's all going in the wrong one channel. Alright, I want to add in an LFO so I can play around, or not LFO, VCO. As you can see, there's quite a few options here, but I just want to go regular VCVRack VCO, and I want to put in here to have a little FM synthesis. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, let me add a delay. Let me use this one, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it from the outs here. I'm gonna put it into the ends. Hold down Control so you can do the two, so you can have both cables going in. pretty cool 80s sounding type of synthesis that you can go really low and you get some of the sounds from certain 80s movies that I used to watch. Get the feelings of dread and stuff as something's probably hunting after you, and you got John Carpenter type of. Either way, anyways, just they this recently came out. I want to say the VCVRACK 2.2 came out probably a month ago. I should say less than a month ago. But it didn't work with Bitwig. So recently they fixed it. So I went and checked, and lo and behold, the clap support got put into Bitwig, and everything is sort of working ish. They have to still have a little bit of work to do, I guess, on it. But anyways, it's really fun to play around with. Um, and VCVRack is actually free. There is a couple of paid for options like the host and the plugin support. But if you want to use VCVRack 2 by itself, it's free. To get it to work with Bitwig, it costs a couple hundred or $100 and something odd dollars. So, at any rate, there is I think it's called Cardinal, um, open source version of it that you can get. That is actually totally free. So there are options, but I think you don't get as many of the modules because the modules are not all open source. So, anyway, hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Now we'll see you in the next one.